Soren Hansen.
It's me.
How's your tour going?
It's good.
How's the show? I mean, you haven't started the tour yet, but how's the shows promoting the new album? We're going to get the plug out of the way first, and then we'll start talking about nerdy shit.
Okay, cool. It's good. It's good. We released the song about a month ago, and we've just been doing some radio stuff, and then we're preparing for the 2-month tour with 311 this summer.
311.
Yep.
That's so cool.
I know. I'm gonna watch them a lot. I mean, they're like legends.
Have you met them at all before?
No,
is this the first time you?
Yeah, it's gonna be the first time. But I think we're playing a show with them before that. But I heard that they're the nicest people. Actually, one of our crew guys is out with their guitar tech right now. I think that, or drum tech. But everybody is saying that they're just the nicest people in the world. So it's gonna be good.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Are you gonna buy a Switch so you can take it along with you?
That's a really good question.
Or are you just gonna be in your own dungeon in the bus making music like you always do?
So I think I'm gonna. I think my well, David he just had a baby 2 days ago. So
wait, she had the baby already?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
No,
wow. Congrats, David.
Yeah, congrats.
That's fucking awesome. Congrats.
You're
big daddy now.
I know. So he's probably gonna fly home a lot to see his family, and I thought about just bringing out a studio on the road and then finishing pretty much writing a bunch of songs and just try to be inspired by all the time we have and stuff. So I'm really excited. Actually, it's gonna be good. I don't think I'm gonna get a Switch, but probably when I see Zelda, I'm gonna kind of freak out, and I'm gonna get a Switch. Like first week, I'm gonna try not to. I'm feeling really, really inspired these days. I've been very inspired lately, so I think I'm gonna try and take advantage of that situation.
Yeah, it's interesting for us musicians, like. Because musicians play video games too.
A lot, actually.
A lot.
More than people know.
People like me, I actually get inspired by video game music. So,
yeah, that's awesome.
When people ask me like, "What's your favorite music?" I feel like kind of weird by it's like, well, I really am inspired by Nobuo Uematsu.
Yeah, I love that.
And they'll look at me like I'm who? I'm like, but he's just the best composer to any video game.
You know what is
ever.
Really cool? Our drummer Louis, that you also know, he.
Louis V.
He loves video game music just as much, almost just as much as you. Like some of his favorite. Who was it? Was it Zed that did all these remixes with Zelda? He did Zelda.
Yes, Zed did which is
amazing.
That was the first song that someone showed me.
Yeah.
Of Zed.
Yeah.
And that was before he became all big and huge and stuff. I was like, this is the most awesome remix ever made.
I know, it's incredible. It's incredible.
He's one of those guys that is just good at everything. Like there was like a small like commercial, I think it was like Apple Music or something, or it was Guitar Center or some sort of commercial where he was just showcasing all the instrument he plays. Like he's playing piano, which he's obviously fucking Mozart at. Just and then he went and played the drums, and he was just like killing it on the drums. I was like,
I didn't know
fuck you, Zed.
That's amazing.
You're too damn good.
That's crazy. I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who can just play anything.
That's awesome. Nice. Yeah, he's definitely. I remember hearing that, and funny enough, you drummers, you just love video game music.
I didn't know that about Lou.
No, he's like obsessed with a lot of 80s music, and I think because his dad was listening to it a lot, but also video game music is, I get it, it's like lullabies, there's simple melodies, but sometimes not simple at all.
Yeah, a lot of it's really complicated, but it's but it's played in such a way where you think it's simplistic.
Yeah, and it's super catchy, and those, maybe also because if you play games, you hear that song a lot. So it just becomes a hit.
It's funny, like people give me shit, like my friends give me shit because I have a Zelda tattoo on my back, and when people ask me like, what's the last Zelda game you played, like I haven't played all the Zeldas, and quite frankly, I haven't beat a Zelda since Link to the Past. I sort of beat Ocarina of Time with my friend because pass it back and forth. But I don't really count that because he was the one that actually played most of the game.
Yeah.
And he had an N64. I did not have an N64, so I'd go to his house, and when we'd play it, and we'd try to beat it.
The most embarrassing thing is I've never played a Zelda game. And I'm obsessed with every kind of game that is modeled after Zelda.
Well, this was my point, is that so it's like, so you have a Zelda tattoo and you haven't beat any of them. You should be the Zelda master if you have a tattoo on your back. I was like, well, hold on for a second. The reason why I got the tattoo is because when I was really young and I had my Nintendo Entertainment System, when I put in Zelda, that fucking gold box, which I thought was the coolest thing in the world,
amazing,
that little golden little cartridge, and I put it in, and that song that came on, it's like so epic. And as a little kid, you're like, yes, I must save the Princess Zelda. God damn it, I have to do this.
That's so
This is all I have to do. And like from then on, it cemented my love for video game music, because it gave, and not just music, just video games in general, because it just like, it was a way of escaping life. And to this day, I still use it as a meditative thing in my life. Like, that's my meditation. That's
awesome,
my way of sitting down and just be like, cut out the rest of the world and be like, I don't want to deal with fucking house shit, or you know, I got to mow the lawn tomorrow, or I have this thing I have to do, or you know, I have to learn 13 songs in you know 3 days. Like, I'll get to it. I just need to just chill out for a second.
That's awesome. Yeah. No, that's a great story. I love when there is something behind a tattoo, you know, where there is memories and a story, because in the end, tattoos are the most personal things, because it's something that's going to be with you forever. But there's also, it's very relative what's meaningful to you and what would be meaningful to anyone else. So I love that about tattoos, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have any tattoos?
I don't.
Yeah, I've never noticed that. I mean, I obviously.
No tattoos and no piercings ever.
Is that purpose?
No, not
purpose? Really.
It just never happened. I think I grew up in Denmark. In Denmark, where I grew up, because it wasn't in Copenhagen. Copenhagen is a little bit cooler than where I grew up. I grew up in the country, and nobody had tattoos. It was kind of, unless they had a tribal tattoo. And I never.
Was it kind of looked down upon out there? Like,
not really. It just wasn't
just
normal.
It's like, we're cool enough. We don't need fucking tattoos.
Yeah, I think it's more in. I see in Copenhagen now. You see a lot of people with tattoos, and in general, I think it's actually very American. What happened to the tattoo culture? It didn't really hit Denmark until later. Now I see a lot of people with tattoos, but even when I lived there, which was only like 7 years ago or something, since I moved to America, nobody really had tattoos, which was kind of. Then you came to America and people had sleeves and all this stuff, and you'll see it on in music videos. I never thought of it. It was weird. I always thought it looked cool, but it wasn't like
Something
never thought
that
of
you
it.
wanted to do.
Yeah, it never really registered with me. I think I was too much of a nerd. And I was too much into the whole writing and stuff that I never really cared about fashion or those kind of things. Like, not that much, actually. It never really hit me.